Taking the day, I am taking the day. Taking the day, I am taking the day. Taking the day, I am taking the day. Taking the day, I am taking the day.
Hey everybody, welcome to the conversation, the relationship. Now listen, I'm under the weather today. And this particular conversation is brought to you by my children who were determined to come outside because I wasn't getting up out the bed. See, look at them. Did you see him? Because I know I did the camera real fast. Let me see if I can do it. See, when he come back by, I'll show you again. Because this little thing here, I said, I'm so tired. I said, I'm not even sure what I'm going to talk about real good today. There you go. Wait a minute. He about to fall, trying to give y'all a shout out. I said, I'm tired. I'm a little underwater. I don't feel so hot today. You see, I got my glasses. Y'all get to see how I really look with these glasses on. Can't see without them. And he said, you're going to talk about the meaning of life. I am. I'm going to talk about the meaning of what? We're going to talk about the meaning of life. Oh, okay. I'm going to holler at you later because you real good and deep today, honey. We talk about relationships today. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope that you find something here on this channel that benefits your whole entire life. If it's not your first time here, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. And tell somebody that there's good stuff going on this page. We talk about the good stuff. And today we're going to be talking about unequally yoked. Now, when I grew up, and we jumping right into discussion. When I grew up, we constantly heard that being unequally yoked was really, you need to marry somebody who's a Christian like you. That was our interpretation of being unequally yoked. I can't be a Christian married to someone who's Muslim, or I can't be Muslim and married to someone who's Jewish. I cannot be Buddhist and married to someone who believes in something else. You know, I just, couldn't think of nothing else. Child, Hindu, what I think they all, child, listen, I told you I'm under the weather. Don't judge my comparisons, okay? You get the point. You get what I'm saying. So, for this particular lesson of being unequally yoked, it really does go deeper than when you're dating. Being unequally yoked, and I'm looking at this first part from a dating perspective, and then I look at it from a marital perspective next. When you're dating, you should be looking to see how do you all want to resolve life issues together, because marriage is one big project. And if you all can't agree, it's like deciding today that you all want to go to Disneyland. We want to go to Disneyland, and you all say, yes, I want to go to Disneyland, and you agree on the rides that you want to ride on when you get to Disneyland and all that good stuff. And then when it's time to go, you realize that your husband or your wife does not fly. Your husband and your wife does not drive. Y'all unequally yoked because y'all want to get to the same destination, but you can't agree on how to get there. You might not want to travel days upon end in the vehicle, in the car. They might only want to go by RV. Y'all unequally yoked. Even though y'all have agreed on the same destination, you are unequally yoked in how you get there. And life is more about how you get somewhere than the final destination. You usually only spend a second in celebrating any destination. Can I just talk on that for a minute? If you have decided you're going to get a house, you're going to spend months looking for the perfect house. And the process of doing that, if every process you enter into with your spouse, you all have a whole different, y'all can't agree on nothing, that's a troublesome marriage. Now you in a marriage where y'all on each other's nerves, y'all arguing all the time because y'all can agree to do something, but you can't ever agree on how to get there. And it happens more than you think, because sometimes we're so focused on being yoked in certain ways that we're not yoked in the ways that truly matter to us. So what ways really matter to you? Do you really need to be yoked with a person? So you need to be equally yoked in how you spend your money. Yeah. And if you happen to be married and you're not equally yoked on how you spend your money, What you gonna do to get equally yoked on how you spend? Let me make sure I'm looking at the camera right. What you gonna do to make sure you equally yoked in how you gonna spend money? Because when you get married, I told you if you don't eat beans, you eat peas, right? We covered that last week. So listen, there will be something that you're not equally yoked in. And what are you going to do? The real litmus test of any relationship is how well you all can become equally yoked. How well can you get on the same page? See, if you struggling to do that, y'all, my camera died, so I had to, stop and readjust and get my life together. I was saying that if you're struggling to get on the same page while you're dating, or if you're struggling and you're married, then that means you haven't learned how to get on the same page. And you have to figure out what works for your relationship. What do we need to do to get us on the same page? You can't function or have the relationship where you're constantly arguing, where you can't get an agreement. You can't. If everything is a fight, y'all can't figure dinner out. Then what you doing? Unequally yoked. If you're single and you're dating, make sure you're yoked in ways other than the faith. Yes, we believe in God together, but do we agree how we spend this money? Do we agree where we want to live? Because sometimes you'll have people that want to live trashy lives. You have some folk that like living trashy lives. You need to make sure you're equally yoked in that way. Make sure you equally yoked. He might like to have recreational fun, and you're not into that. Whatever your definition of recreational fun. And when I said that, I meant, smoking. And you might not like smoking. You might like, a cocktail, and they might not be into cocktails. My husband is not. He's not into cocktails like that. That's just not his thing. So when I get to having too many wines at night, he get to looking at me sideways. Baby, we're not equally yoked right now. You're going to need to pull up off these glasses of wine. Oh, okay. I will reduce down to one, maybe two a week then, since we ain't yoked right now. Okay, then. That is being equally yoked. It is the ability to get on the same page and stay on the page no matter what it is in life. You better make sure you're not unequally yoked before you say I do. You better discover that you all are equally yoked on how you raise kids, because you might marry somebody, have kids with them, and they don't think that a man is supposed to change a diaper. Hear me what I say? You might get married and find out that you got somebody that don't think a man is supposed to clean the house. You might get married, well, male or female. You might get married and find out that this person believes that their paycheck is their own and your paycheck is supposed to pay all the bills, because you have taken on the role of provider in the relationship. You better understand what it means. You better make sure you're on the same page. We gonna, honey, in my premarital sessions, we gonna get into all of that. Because we going to make sure that you know exactly what you got. What do you have? What you won't do is say, I got married, I didn't even know you had that. Because I'm going to do my best to uncover that. There's so many ways that you can be unequally yoked in a relationship. Your goal is to get on the same page, to stay on the same page. Your goal is to, how do we, for the various areas of our life, get on the same page? And how well you do that is how strong the relationship is. Again, if getting on the same page requires cussing, fussing, and fighting, Child, that's not a relationship you want because you're not going to go through your life doing all that. Child, you be too tired. After you done dealt with these folk at the job and right now we got all kind of issues going on in the world. By the time you finish with all that foolishness, you don't have time to come home and then sit up in the house and argue with somebody about chicken. Negro, we can't agree on dinner. Deuces. I just don't have time for that. We not you. You have to find somebody. Find somebody who you equally yoked with sexually. Some of y'all out here got some folk y'all ain't equally yoked with. Then you get married and you're tipping around because you're trying to find somebody to yoke up with you the way you like to be yoked. To yoke your neck the way your neck like to be yoked. But you should have been finding your yoking. And if you're married and he ain't yoking or she ain't yoking, you need to get to figuring out how y'all gonna get them yokes. How you gonna get your throat yoked the way you like your yoke to be yoked. For my grown people. Now I done said that, and I'm gonna close out on that because it's getting dark out here. Look at these kids out here, wow. All I'm saying is that make sure when you're looking for a relationship, when you're searching, if you're in a relationship and you're not equally yoked, y'all, you got to figure out how to get on the same page. And you got to figure out how to work with your do-funny if you married. Now, I done spliced all the marriage stuff up within. You have to figure out how you're going. If you aren't good at having conversations, you better practice. How are we going to get on the same page? Because we have to be. Otherwise, we having two different marriages. And that may not be the marriage you want. And then you're not happy in your relationship. Now you're walking around miserable in every area of your life, watching coffee and conversation about things to do to be happier. And you ain't going to be because you're not equally yoked in your relationship. Your house a mess. You got to start with, listen, we are communal people. You can't buy enough stuff to replace community, fellowship, friendship, sweet things, and booze. So listen, this is a skill you must master. Master how to have the conversation with people. How can we talk? How can we get on the same page without having to act the fool, cut the fool, and argue and scream? Because ultimately, all I know is I have one life and I plan to enjoy this mug with or without you. Now that's what Calloway understands to be true about his wife. Look, I got one life and I'm enjoying this mug with or without you. I got a few years with my kids before they grow up and get grown and run out the door and go be with somebody else and go have fun and live their life, and I'm enjoying. So when they gone, I got some good laughs and good jokes and good stuff to do after that. All right? Now that's all I got for y'all today here on Coffee and Conversation. I love y'all. Y'all be good this week. Stay warm. Look at these kids in here. They ready to say bye. You gonna say bye to the people?
Bye. Bye.
Say thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching Coffee and Conversation. We know our mama.
Yes, they do, don't they? See? We were equally yoked. Have a good one.
Taking the day, I am taking the day. Taking the day, I am taking the day.